Potter's Journal Fall 2021. It is marathon firing week this week. I can do almost a firing every day except for the day I go and set up a show. I maybe we can squeak three or more kiln loadings in this video. The first one's already done, but I'll pick out some highlights. I don't know exactly what around here was shown and what was not, but I know these were not, although you've seen plenty of the face mugs. Okay, these sell real nice for me, so that's why it's not one we've seen before, but it's more. And what else? I don't remember if we pulled these out of the firing with the girls, the tumblers with the wavy lines in there that I've been doing them with the button medallions, but yeah, this is a little faster and a little cheaper, or I mean, yeah, a little faster to make, and people don't like giving me big money, so we'll make a couple styles, and we can have the lower price one and the higher price one. And you know, these surprised me how they stacked up so nicely. I don't throw with a stick or measure things, but you know, maybe I should keep and make these as a set. I'll go through them and see which ones will do that. Some of this stuff doesn't occur to you till it happens. And the oatmeal, I've been using only combinations that I know work because I need the pots and I need them fast. So Standard's oatmeal and the sea mist over top on pretty much, yes, everything here. Um, and the Pittsburgh mugs, here's two more of the face jug mugs that I will have to get the earrings. Some of these, not this one doesn't have ears, but I will have to get the earrings put in these. See what I can find. Okay. I am real pleased. These are all the same. I have one of every color. So at the show, the ones that are blue, I will put out one of every color and put out two blue ones at a time. If I put out all blue ones, then suddenly they'll decide they don't like blue and go for everything else. Okay, I've been doing this all on a hazelnut medium dark clay body from Standard, but this is the same glaze. Oh, you know, I don't know that for sure. On a lighter body clay, the sea mist is the same glaze. This might be snow on brick, but I fired some pots for someone else a year ago. I still can share that with you. His forms were not overly decorated. They were fairly quiet, smooth, simple, and somebody passed through the studio and liked them. So there can be something to be said for not a lot of decorating and clean, smooth lines. So that's something. But here, okay, and this was sitting around the studio. I made some more wavy large bowls recently and kind of rushed them through the process. They don't have a nice rounded bottom like this does in a form. These are cut right off the wheel without trimming, but there's a lot you can do while they're still in the... So the new ones were kind of rushed through on marathon week. We'll see if I can dry them out fast enough to get them fired. This one was sitting around a long time, and okay, a wren got into the studio in the winter and landed on here and chipped the glazes off in places. So I brushed the glaze on and kind of, yeah, scraped it off the brush in the places it was missing, and then I dipped it in then the sea mist over top of it, and then I thought, you know, I'm worried. So I did take Standards, what is it? Iron. And it's a glaze that runs a lot, so I just brushed it real lightly, which I don't brush glazes on, over there. And I think it allowed this to run nicely so that it hid any places where my hand brushing, where the birds chipped off the glazes or just, you know, rolling around the studio, to where you can't see that happening. So this, another success. But Here's the piece I'm the most pleased with. Just this little mini vase that I did during last winter's marathon throw session. Um, and didn't know how I was going to glaze them. I was not having, I knew how I wanted them to look, somewhat like this, but the glazes that I was using were occasionally giving me problems, and, if I didn't fire the kiln exactly right. So, and if you, so I have, I think, a solution. We can maybe try to get more creative here in the new year. That this combination is something I've been using and didn't know how I was going to finish the pieces. I made a lot of tea bowls, and they're still greenware, not knowing or having a glaze to finish them with, so they've been just stacking up. And I know you might remember a jug series I was once doing with the combination, and I know when I did the slip white banding and then the trailing in the blue and then swiping with a rib through, that the technique everybody seemed to like seeing being done. Well, now I've got a glaze. Okay, that will work. So this one has got me smiling big. Okay, let's see if we can fit some more glaze unloadings in this video. Part of marathon week. Okay, glaze kiln week is waxing the bottoms on this large platter. They are not possible to center the way I've thrown them, the way it's thicker on one side than the other. So what you have to do is you don't hold the brush even in there steady, you just hold it and ride the lip as if you were on a snowboard. Now these guys aren't too bad, they're done relatively quickly. If I can use the dry brush part over my signature, that means I can get glaze down in there, and that would be nice to have these finished out that way. Okay, there it is, marathon firing week. This is the third kiln load out of the fixed kiln. There's 3 shelves from this load. And this is, what, the second one in this video. You've seen the blue pie plates. You've seen the chip and dip plates. I will just say that I wish I could do more of my green Celadon with the slip work. You know, I've got to do the blue stuff. That's what I'm selling. And here, how about these? The little mini ones. Aren't they cute? Aren't they adorable? Well, maybe you can't tell in the video. But this is the one I will show, demonstrating at the Southside Historic Village. Whole family of girls came by, little girls, big teenager, and she said, "Make a heart," the littlest one. "Make a heart, make a heart, make a heart." 20, 30 times. Finally, I said, "Okay, well, I only take requests for little girls under 4 years old." 3! So I made them a heart, and I held back until the very end. I said, well, if we do that, it's just like a pie. How do we make a heart? And then I pushed this one in the other way. But what I really want you to see is what is in the bottom of this kiln. Okay, and the absolutely perfect Pittsburgh mug, but that's not what I said we're looking for. How about this? That is a 12-inch stilt. I haven't used anything like this for a long time. Okay, and before we get to the real highlight, a bit of a disappointment. If you remember how happy I was last time with the oatmeal on the bottom and the sea mist on the top with my slip working and decoration, well, this time if the oatmeal is thick, it comes out kind of a bluey, silvery gray. So I was not pleased there. But this wasn't the price. This is going to be a bigger story I'll get to sometime in a future video here. And I don't even know what color oatmeal is. That heart actually, too, was a batter bowl that I made. So that's a clever idea to make in your studio. What do we have down here? Well, we've got some big face jugs. Okay, there we go. How about that? They came out beautiful. You know, I'm backed in a corner with show coming up, so I have been playing it safe using only glazes that I know work. So I couldn't be more pleased. You know, when I went to a show, I took some of every color. And what did I come home with? we do this. I came home with the blue ones all sold, and I came back home with what was left. Okay, let's see how many more kiln firings we can get done before the show, and how many we can fit in this video. Marathon firing week means a lot of glazing. This won't even fit in there. I've already done that video, and I know you just want to see the results. Let's see what is in the next kiln today. And now we're just moving up to the medium size on the chip and dip plates. So medium, actually large, not the super large. But there is a stack of those. I won't make you look at them all. But let's see what else is in here. These little shot things that I sell as cheapy little things, and they fill in every little space in the kiln. I dropped one. It got a flat back. We can now hang it on the wall. This is just the kind of thing ladies like. Little things to hang on the wall you can put stuff in. I think that accident is going to pay off. And here we go, the toothbrush holders. And you know, out of maybe a dozen or more of these, I did them all blue to sell, but I really like my green Celadon here, the way it caught on the rings. I hope I didn't make a mistake, and I might need more of those. Okay, cappuccinos, the espressos. This is just a fairly simple design with the lines in the bottom, but and these are pretty much all the sea mist from Standard and the oatmeal on the bottom. Okay, let's move down further in the kiln. More of the cappuccinos. I tried different styles and different glaze combinations. Since I did 6 of each, I usually try to glaze them all the same in a similar style and size, so that if somebody says I want a set, but I liked it here too with the slip underneath the oatmeal from Standard. And in one of the earlier firings, I didn't like the incised lines there, didn't show through with the sea mist. And here's a giant pie plate. But it did real nicely with the oatmeal. And this was that other handle I like a lot better than the thrown handle back there, or the pulled handle back there. A little piece of clay. I showed how to do that in the espresso video. So I was real happy with these. There is still more down in the kiln. My energy level's getting low, but let's see if we can get what's down there. I guess I should probably just say if it's not the sea mist on the top and inside and the oatmeal over a slip, because pretty much they all are. And let's see, the little production things, the little hearts. Oh, okay, I did, it looks like, do one a little bit different. There were too many lines on there not to use a glaze that would catch and show. And maybe I should have did more of them like this instead of all blue. But, okay, people are buying them as cheap little gifts. And I've kept the price a little low on them. The face jugs, or mugs, okay, and these are with the earrings. Okay, are turning out really good. And you know, even though I was worried with this marathon session and production, I was going to be showing you the same old thing, there has been enough variety and changes here, even to keep me happy. I didn't think I had the energy to unload this kiln, but oh yeah, I'm coming out. I'm pleased enough. This was last winter's Humpty Dumpty bowl that I recreated for somebody. And that was, yeah, the purpley glaze, which if you saw the girls' kiln unloading, I need to get for my sister's Christmas gift. And more of these, which we saw in the first video of, okay, first clip in this video of 3 kiln unloadings.
This time it's the black slip. I sometimes use a black clay, and this is my hazelnut. Here it's just the black clay made into a slip. So maybe Marathon Week was too tough for me with all the glazing. I went down a little bit too far on that. It didn't run, but I dipped it in too deep. And hopefully I will save the best or my favorite for last. I did put the Celadon Greeny one on a couple of these. Oh, and you know, I really do like this glaze and what it does over the fluid white slip. And you know what? Look at that. There's a crack there. How did that happen? Okay, so it looks like I have one. I was just thinking, wow, what a nice one. I'd like to keep one. So I think I still have one more firing to do before the show with the pigs and the small jug banks. I'm going to say maybe you will have to stop back for that video. That I think this is enough for today. Okay, thanks for watching all this.